I'm notified that there are 2 witnesses in court today,
Yes.
but I see the matter was heard before your predecessor
Yes.
with 1 witness.
Yes.
Your Honor, we can proceed and take the directions under section
1
2.
witness has testified.
1 witness had already testified. That's Sergeant Osman Omar. But today we had 2 witnesses in court.
Okay.
We did have a hearing and 1 witness was taken.
Yes.
Your Honor, because it's a new matter for you, just by way of a background, this is an assault case.
Oh, it is.
Yes, the complainants are police officers. However, at the same time, the accused person also filed a complaint for assault against them. There's a complaint with IPOA.
Yes.
The last time we appeared before your predecessor, Honorable Mwangi, the prosecution had indicated that they were yet to receive a report from IPOA on his complaint. So just in the mind of the court should know we have that in the background.
Just out of curiosity,
Yes, Your Honor.
and going by the nature of what I see in count 1, count 2, and 3,
Yes.
together with what you have just indicated, Mr. Mandeli,
Yes.
that is one able to settle amicably?
We did make the attempt,
Yes.
but we were unsuccessful. However, I believe,
I can put that on record just for...
yes, that those attempts were made. They were unsuccessful. However, I believe my client would still be open to that. You don't settle? Okay. Yes. So, yes, that one has been abandoned. Yes, Your Honor. So we are also yet to receive any update from the IPOA on the status of that investigation, which we believe would have a bearing in this matter. My learned friend, the prosecutor had indicated that we could take another date. Yeah, so in terms of directions, I'm happy, since he's also new, I'm happy to take another date for hearing.
So that then we are proceeding as is or afresh or what?
On our side, as a prosecution, we feel the defense was given enough and ample time to cross-examine our witness.
So you're ready to
We proceed from where the matter had stopped.
Mr. Wajiri?
On our part, because courts are courts of record,
Yes.
the cross-examination did take place. I believe in your capabilities, Your Honor, so I don't think we need to call the witness again. We could continue as is. Yes.
Mr. Mbeko?
Your Honor, I fully associate myself with the sentiments of my colleagues. And secondly, the refusal by our client to negotiate with the officers speaks volumes. That,
What are the volumes?
that the case is actuated by malice, given that our client enjoys the high status in the society, and the police are just hell-bent to tarnish his reputation. Yeah.
I don't know whether that has gone on record.
I am not putting that on record
Madam
because
Vice
I am still listening.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just to give you the background of the matter.
The background on your end.
Yeah.
Treated by malice.
Yeah.
I had to take the image of your high profile status.
Yeah, of our client. Yeah. It's just to help you understand the scenarios pertaining and obtaining in the matter.
They do not adopt recording.
Yeah, it's true. But
Can I respond to your own?
FYI.
Can I respond, although you're not recording?
On your end.
You're
on our end.
Of course it's on your end. Okay. and
It's
you-
something on public notoriety.
If you say so, on your end.
stand
From your
guided.
end.
I stand guided, Your Honor.
Yes. Your Honor, perhaps just to give additional context to what counsel is saying.
Which I'm not writing.
Yes,
but I listen.
it's fine. And of course, he'll have a chance to also get a bite of the cherry.
Yes.
The accused person was arrested by the complainants, and in the course of arrest, they assaulted him. He had to be admitted to hospital the next day. Knowing he was the victim of the assault, he was then shocked to find that the complainants were police officers, went and got an OB declaring themselves as the victims. Even when an attempt was made to try to settle, it was not felt like there was good faith.
Who made the attempt to settle?
I made that attempt. I actually went on behalf of my client. We had a meeting even with the OCS at Kilimani police station, but we did not feel that there was good faith. That's what Mr. Ndego is alluding to.
Yeah.
So I would say, of course, the court is guided by Article 159. The client has expressed himself. Those attempts were made. We don't know if they can be made again, but should that ever happen, of course, we'll come back to the court and give the court an
It's
update.
never limited,
Yeah.
Mr. Wanjeri. If there is good faith
Exactly.
on either side,
Yes.
it is never limited.
Yes.
And you see sometimes the best solution is that one by ourselves for ourselves,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's never limited. Of course, there has to be bitterness from either side, and both parties come to court with their own, very tough stance.
Yes, yeah.
But then with time, again, it's a give and take.
Correct.
And, if only both parties are willing, but if they are not willing, hey,
We are here to
Yes,
vigorously
yes.
defend the
I'm
accused
here to
person.
hear
Yes,
you and
correct.
make a decision.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. So that
So you say, out of that malice and everything, you're not ready anyway. It was that.
yes, at that point it was. Should that door be open and those discussions happen? Because anytime the parties can come and give the court an update, so that will happen. But for now, I believe that is on ice. Yes.
All right.
Your Honor,
Why
just
the prosecutor had our hands?
yeah, he will, yeah.
Yes.
Your Honor, the things you see in our client is the police are actually the villains, but they change around to be the victims.
So I just, off the record, the day you meet the police and they're the villains, always what will happen? That's just...
Your Honor, and we pray that they be guided by the Yamato to Mishikwa Wote. Here is police officers, they bet him, and then they claim that this one man bet a bunch of 5 policemen is unbelievable, Your Honor.
We'll cross that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Prosecutor, please say something.
I'm actually taken aback because the sentiments that have been expressed here, they are not at all coming from an honest background, because police are pro-citizens and the police can also be victims.
Yes.
So, and sure, the police do not even approve charges. The DPP himself looks at the files and approves charges. And we have a case in court today. There are complainants in this case who happen to be police officers. And to use those strong words of villains or other things against my... Yes, Your Honor. I think that is just out to tarnish the good image of the police force. And I'm glad we are before the court, because if this is how we as a society would have dealt with it outside there, then the police would have been lynched by now. So I'm really taken aback by that, and I urge all parties to kindly take a back seat and let emotions not rule our way forward, because now we are before court. Those issues that they are raising before court, they can always come up during defense.
The court is not guided by emotion.
Yes, the court is not guided by emotions. And we are all here to find what happened, the truth. So once we let our emotions carry the day, then we will not be doing anything for Kenyans. Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Have the complainants made efforts towards probably amicable settlement?
Even though I'm taking over this file now, I may not know whether that is possible. But as you can hear, the client for their defense side is already saying he is not ready to enter into any agreement with the complainants in this case. That's sentiment enough for me to know that there is still that animosity that is running. But as you pointed out, as we go on with this case, as we proceed, maybe hearts will soften. Yes, so hearts will soften, and we are here to listen to this case. I, as a prosecutor in this court, I'm ready to also know. I will be on the side of the justice. I will not want to hear other people, coming to interfere with the case. IPOA can do their work. Once they are finished with whatever they are doing, we will also get an information from the office. But as it stands today, we have a case in court. We will only take its direction under Section 200. And it's also good that advocates are given the chance to air their views. And we hear that where they are coming from. But I would say that we are in court, and we're going to get the chance for every party to say what they have to say. Thank you, Your Honor, for giving me the chance to say.
The best defense you can never have is a good lawyer. And if a lawyer is speaking about what happened to his client, and this was being done off the record, I really don't see where the questions of emotions are coming in. That I feel was uncalled for. He's also our colleague. No one is being emotional here, right? We're talking about the facts of the case from our end. He's talking about the facts from his end. And the reason he's actually shared that with you is because of background. Remember, we've said we do not need to have the matter had de novo, because a witness already came. So we just give in the court that background. And fine, he's a prosecutor. His outcome is different from our outcome. And that's just the nature of our legal system. But I don't think it's fair to characterize his sentiment. It was just a minute, Your Honor. It was not an outburst.
No, I'm talking to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, kindly listen.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with what the prosecutor has said. There's nothing wrong with what you may not have said. So let's leave it at that. It was off the record and move on.
Yes.
It's okay that way. Let's not
No, it's fine.
micromanage what
Yes, Your Honor, it's
you
fine.
want to say.
What I'm saying is,
Yes.
Your Honor, at the end of the day, you are a judicial officer. I'm an officer of the court. He's an officer of the court. He's an officer of the court. Outside of this room, we are still lawyers, isn't it? I believe when I undertook my training, there were the rules of how we interact with each other, how we communicate. Even though it's an adversarial system, I am not on the stand. Ndeko is not on the stand. Counsel is not on the stand. It should never be personal here. I should never have to characterize him and say anything about him, or try to portray anything about him. That's what I'm saying, that he's a new prosecutor. He's come into the matter clearly with a lot of passion, and that's fine. We cannot fault him for that.
Could we call it emotion as well?
I was going to say that, but you see, I cannot complain about something I didn't say. If I was to characterize what you have said as emotional, he would also get offended. So I'm just saying, as colleagues, I believe we owe each other a higher duty, even in how we address each other. I don't believe that was a proper statement by the prosecutor to characterize Mr. Ndeko as being emotional. He was not emotional, in my estimation. And it's off the record. But I'm just saying we need to set the tone for this matter. And if the tone being set now at the start with the prosecutor is that we will start characterizing defense counsel, it's not proper. That's all I'm going to say in that matter, Your Honor, and we'll take your direction. Thank you.
Can I tell you some sentiments by both the prosecution and defense counsels, together with submissions under Section 200 of the CPC for directions. And when I say sentiments, they are those ones that we have also expressed that are off the record, but are now in the know. So number one, this case will proceed with evidence of the one witness so far on record, or who has testified. That's number one. Number two, the prosecution also to endeavor to give an update at the next court appearance of the accused complaint with IPOA, so that we get to know the status as this matter proceeds. Number three, a further hearing on the 12th of March 2026 at 10:30 a.m. Hopefully the prosecution can avail all the witnesses and we see how far we get. And then number four, because this was handled by my predecessor, who is now as well on transfer and in the Muru as we speak, then proceedings be typed on a priority basis in the meantime as we progress.
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon, Jen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I look forward to the things that you have said. The warmth, everything.
And the fireworks.
And
Don't forget the fireworks.
Those are part and parcel of being sitting here.